Good morning, everyone. Guess what? This today is our last day of school before our 2-week winter break. So after today, we will not have school next week or the week after. So that means no circle time and no small group time during that time and no packets. Well, there'll be packet pickup this Friday, but you won't be using them next week or the week after. All right, so let's figure out what today is. So the last day of school we had was Tuesday, then Wednesday. So today is Thursday. Yes, so let's move that frog down to Thursday. And who remembers the name of our month? Yes, December. So let's, and I was going to say, the next time we come back to school, it will not be December anymore. It will be a new month. So let's go ahead and count the numbers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What comes next? 16. And let's figure out the color. So red, white, green, and then what? Red. Yes. So a number 16 on a red stocking. So that was yesterday. That was a 3's class day. We need to do one more. 14, 15, 16, then what? 17. And let's see here. Red, white, green, red, white. Yes. So a number 17 on a white stocking. So let's say the whole date together. So today is Thursday, December 17th. All right, so let's do the weather a minute. So look out the window at your house and see if it is windy or stormy or sunny or foggy or snowy or rainy or cloudy or partly cloudy. All right, and remember, it can be more than one kind of weather. So look out your window. Now we need to figure out what it feels like, the temperature. So you'll need to kind of step out your door and feel if it feels warm or cool or cold or hot. All right, see what it feels like out there. Now, guess what? I am going to have kind of a surprise for you after our winter break. I have been busy making new calendar things. So new calendar headings and numbers and a new days of the week and new weather. Okay, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I've had the frog things for a long time and I wanted to update it a little bit. So you all will get to see our brand new calendar and weather stuff next time you come for circle time, which will be in like 2.5 weeks. All right, so I am guessing that some of you might kind of like the Gingerbread Girl story that we read last time, because in both classes we've had way more views of that circle time than there are kids in the class. So I'm guessing some of you have watched it more than once, and that's kind of exciting to me because that kind of tells me that you like that story. All right, so remember I told you that was kind of the second book in a series of gingerbread books, and that the book that came before the Gingerbread Girl was called the Gingerbread Boy, and that's the one we're going to read today. Now this story is pretty similar, except for at the end. All right, the ending is very different, and I think you probably caught that when we read the Gingerbread Girl, because she mentions how she doesn't make the same mistake as her brother made. Okay, so her brother she is talking about is the Gingerbread Boy, who is in this story. So let's see what happens in the Gingerbread Boy. So this is a much older story than the Gingerbread Girl. All right, so the gingerbread boy. Once upon a time, there lived a little old woman and a little old man. They had no boys or girls of their own, so they lived all by themselves in a little old house. So we remember these characters, right? They were the same characters as in the Gingerbread Girl. One day, the little old woman was baking gingerbread. "I will make a little gingerbread boy," she said. So she rolled the dough out flat and cut it in the shape of a little boy. She made him 2 good-sized feet. Then she gave him eyes and a mouth of raisins and currants, and stuck on a cinnamon drop for a nose. She put a row of raisins down the front of his jacket for buttons. "There," she said, "now we'll have a little gingerbread boy of our own." She put him in the pan, popped him into the oven, and closed the door. Then she went about her work, sweeping and cleaning, cleaning and sweeping, and she forgot all about the little gingerbread boy. Meanwhile, he baked brown all over and got very hot. "Oh my," said the little old woman, at last, sniffing the air. "The gingerbread boy is burning." Uh-oh. She ran to the oven and opened the door. Up jumped the gingerbread boy. He hopped down onto the floor, ran across the kitchen, out of the door, across the garden, through the gate, and down the road as fast as his gingerbread legs could carry him. Oh my goodness, we remember this from the Gingerbread Girl. She did the same thing, didn't she? All right, so let's remember. We're going to have to start remembering the order of things in the story because we have one new activity in our packet this week that retells the story. So we have to remember the order things happen. So first, the gingerbread boy jumps out of the oven. The little old woman and the little old man ran after him, shouting, "Stop, stop, little gingerbread boy." The gingerbread boy looked back and laughed and called out, "Run, run, run! Catch me if you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread boy, I am, I am." And they couldn't catch him. So first he jumps out of the oven, then the little old woman and the little old man chase him. So the gingerbread boy ran on and on. Soon he came to a cow. Sniffed the cow. "You smell good. Stop, little gingerbread boy, I would like to eat you." But the little gingerbread boy laughed and said, "I've run away from a little old woman, I've run away from a little old man, and I can run away from you, I can." So the cow ran after him, but she couldn't catch him. So first the gingerbread boy jumped out of the oven. He was chased by the little old woman and the little old man, and then he was chased by the cow. The little gingerbread boy ran on and on. Soon he came to a horse. "Please stop, little gingerbread boy," said the horse. "You look very good to eat." But the little gingerbread boy called out, "I've run away from a little old woman, I've run away from a little old man, I've run away from a cow, and I can run away from you, I can." So the horse ran after him, but he couldn't catch him. So the gingerbread boy jumped out of the oven, was chased by the little old woman, the little old man, the cow, and now the horse. By and by, the little gingerbread boy came to a barn where some men were threshing wheat. The threshers saw the little gingerbread boy and called, "Do not run so fast, little gingerbread boy. Gingerbread boys are made to eat." But the little gingerbread boy ran faster and faster and shouted, "I've run away from a little old woman, I've run away from a little old man, I've run away from a cow, I've run away from a horse, and I can run away from you, I can, I can." So the gingerbread boy jumped out of the oven, was chased by the little old woman, the little old man, the cow, the horse, and now the threshers. So the threshers ran after him, but they couldn't catch him. The little gingerbread boy ran faster than ever. Soon he came to a field full of mowers. When the mowers saw how fine he looked, they called, wait a bit, little gingerbread boy. Gingerbread boys are made to eat." But the gingerbread boy laughed harder than ever and ran on like the wind. "Oh ho," he cried. "I've run away from a little old woman. I've run away from a little old man. I've run away from a cow. I've run away from a horse. And I've run away from a barn full of threshers, and I can run away from you. I can. So he jumped out of the oven, was chased by the little old woman, the little old man, the cow, the horse, the threshers, and now the mowers. So the mowers ran after him, but they couldn't catch him. By this time, the little gingerbread boy was very proud of himself. He strutted, he danced, he pranced. He thought no one on earth could catch him. Then he saw a fox coming across the field. The fox looked at him and began to run. But the little gingerbread boy ran faster still and shouted, "Run, run, run! Catch me if you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread boy, I am. I've run away from a little old woman. I've run away from a little old man. I've run away from a cow. I've run away from a horse. I've run away from a barn full of threshers. And I can run away from you. I can. So, the gingerbread boy jumped out of the oven, was chased by the little old woman, the little old man, the cow, the horse, the threshers, the mowers, and now that pesky fox. Remember, that fox chased the gingerbread girl, too. "Why," said the fox politely, "I wouldn't catch you if I could." Just then the little gingerbread boy came to a wide river. He dared not jump into the water, for he would crumble to pieces if he did. He looked behind him. The cow, the horse, and all the people were still following and getting closer. He had to cross the river or they would catch him. The fox saw this and said, "Jump on my tail and I will take you across." So the little gingerbread boy jumped onto the fox's tail and the fox jumped into the river. When they were out in the river, the fox said, "Little gingerbread boy, I think you had better get on my back or you may fall off." So the little gingerbread boy jumped on the fox's back. After swimming a little farther, the fox said, "The water is deep. You may get wet where you are. Jump on my shoulder." So the little gingerbread boy jumped on the fox's shoulder. Uh-oh. What fate does the gingerbread boy have coming? We know what happened to the gingerbread girl, right? She outsmarted the fox. Let's see who outsmarts who here. When they were near the other side of the river, the fox cried out suddenly, "The water grows deeper still. Jump on my nose. Jump on my nose." So the little gingerbread boy jumped up on the fox's nose. Now, if you remember, the gingerbread girl did not do this. She used a licorice whip from her hair and grabbed the fox by its mouth. The fox sprang ashore and threw back his head. Snip! Half the gingerbread boy was gone. Snip, snap! He was 3/4 gone. Snip, snap, snip! At last, he went the way of every single gingerbread boy that ever came out of an oven. he was all gone. Looks like the fox thought he tasted pretty good. So the little old woman and the little old man and the cow and the horse and the threshers and the mowers all went home again. While the fox had a good long nap. Okay, so that ended a little differently than the gingerbread girl, didn't it? But now you see how she learned from her brother's mistakes, right? She knew what had happened to him. She knew he had gotten tricked by the fox and that the fox ate him. So she prevented that from happening, right? She thought ahead. She said she knew that the fox was going to try to eat her, so she had a plan, right? And she outsmarted the fox. All right, so remember how I said that we needed to remember the order of the story? So the first activity I'm going to show you is going to tell the story again of the gingerbread boy. So in your packet you have this little strip of all the characters, and you have the little mat that you're going to glue them on with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the order of the story. So the first thing you're going to do is cut on the line between each of the pictures, okay? Because we want to have each of them separate. All right, then we're going to look at the pictures, and we're going to try to remember what happened first. What happened first in the story? Who remembers? Yeah, the gingerbread boy jumped out of the oven, right? The little old woman was baking him, and he jumped out of the oven, just like the gingerbread girl did. So here's the gingerbread boy, jumped out of the oven, ran away. So we're going to put that on the number 1. So that's the first thing that happened in the story. All right. What happened after he jumped out of the oven? Who chased him first? The little old woman and the little old man. They chased him first. So we're going to put some glue on the back of the little old woman and the little old man, and they're going to go on number 2 because that is the second thing that happened in the story. So there we have, so far, the gingerbread boy jumped out of the oven. He was chased by the little old woman and the little old man. Who chased him next? It was an animal, remember? Yeah, next it was the cow, right? The cow chased him next. So here's the cow. I know they're really small. It's hard for me to hold them close enough for you to see. So the cow was next. So the gingerbread boy, the little old man, the little old woman, the cow. What animal chased him next? Yep, the horse was next. So let's put some glue on the horse. We're going to stick the horse on number 4. The cow was on number 3, horse on number 4. All right, who chased the gingerbread boy next? The threshers, right? And then the mowers. So in this activity, they have them all together. So these are the threshers and the mowers all together. Okay, so we're going to put some glue on the back of them and put them on number 5. That's the 5th thing that happened in the story. All right, after the threshers and the mowers, then who chased the gingerbread boy and ended up eating him? Yep, that pesky fox, right? So here's the fox. Glue him on number 6 because he's the 6th thing that happened in the story. So let me show you here. So the first thing that happened was the gingerbread boy jumped out of the oven. Then he was chased by the little old woman and the little old man. Then he was chased by the cow. Then he was chased by the horse. Then he was chased by the threshers and mowers. And then finally the fox that ate him. All right, so that's one thing you can do, retell that story. All right, you also, I have quite a bit to show you, but some of the things don't take so long. Have a paper that looks like this with the numbers 1 to 8. This is a board for you to do a puzzle on. All right, and then you have these strips that are going to eventually make a gingerbread person, okay? And each of them has a number on the bottom that matches with a number on here, okay? So you need to find the picture with the number 1 on it first. So I'm going to look through and find the picture with the number 1. Here it is, number 1. All right, so I'm going to put glue on the back of that, and then I'm going to glue it down. Now, actually, you don't have to glue it down right away. If you think you might like to do this puzzle more than one time, you can leave it and not glue it and just do it, and then glue it when you're all done, when you've done it the last time. So there's the number 1 there. Okay, I'm only going to do one more. I'm not going to have you watch me do the whole thing. So the next number is number 2. So you're going to find the strip with the number 2 on it. There it is. There's the strip with the number 2. And you're going to put glue on the back of that if you only want to do this one time. Okay? And then you're going to stick it on top of the number 2 here. All right, and you can see we're starting to build. These are the legs of a gingerbread person. All right, so you can finish this at home. All right, the next thing I have is you have 2 of these, 2 gingerbread path games. Okay, now one of these, let's see, let me look at them a minute. So this one that has the least number of path stones on it is the one where you're just going to roll one die, okay? So you'll need a die for this one, and you'll need like some little pieces to move, which I didn't grab. Hey, Audrey, can you grab me that little peanut butter jar on the red table? Audrey, on the little red table right here. Audrey, the little red table. There you go. All right. I forgot to bring the little pieces over, so I have got this whole jar. Okay, go on. Thank you. So let me pull out. You'll need some little markers. So you might want to use some from another game. So there's one. There's another. Okay, so however many people are playing, you'll need that many little playing pieces. And you could use some from Candyland or whatever you want. Okay, so you'll put them over here. You'll roll your dice. Oh, you're going to count the dots. I got 6. So I'm going to move my person 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? Then the next person will roll the die. Oh, count the dots. There's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And the first person to make it to the gingerbread house is the winner. All right? So the next one, this is for if you are learning how to add. This has more spaces. So for this one, you will still need little pieces to move, but you'll need 2 die. All right, so you're going to shake 2 die, drop them, count each one. So I have a 5 and a 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 3 is 8, so I'm going to move my person 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the next person does the same thing, rolls the 2 die, counts each one, 2 and 5, counts them all together, 5, 6, 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the same thing, whoever makes it to the gingerbread house first is the winner. Okay? So it's very kind of similar to Candyland, except for it's not with colors, it's with counting. All right? It was counting in Candyland too, though, isn't there? All right. So then we've had some of these before. A Christmas I Spy. You're going to look down here. Each object, count how many there are up here. You can have your mom or dad write the number, or you can write it if you know how. Okay? And then we have another letter hunt. This one has uppercase letter, lowercase letter, and an object that starts with that letter. So for A, we have alligator. All right? So your mom or dad can put little sticky notes or pieces of paper with tape with each lowercase letter of the alphabet around the house at each time you find one. You can color in the letter that goes with it, or the picture of the letter that goes with it. Okay? All right, so that is, what I have for you today. I hope you all have a great day and a great winter break. I will see some of you today at 10:30 for small group. We're going to be talking about any kind of holiday traditions we might have at our house. And don't forget about pickup on Friday. It's your only chance before the break to pick up your packet. All right? I won't be here for the next 2 weeks after that. All right. Bye, everyone.